Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the call. Thanks for taking time to join us on this webinar tonight here in the States. I'm up in America, and Saturday morning, thanks for joining us down in Australia. And before we get started, you know, we designed this webinar really in a way to provide you with an overview of our company, of Sisel. It's not a training call. You're not going to hear a sales pitch. We really designed this in a way to deliver a message, one that you can share with other people so you can and really see why an entrepreneur might be attracted to this company versus any other company. So really, in other words, let us help you make an educated decision. And many people really don't know how to do that. They buy on emotion rather than on logic. That'd be like buying a Corvette as your primary car if you lived up north with the snow where I live. We have snow half the year. You just wouldn't buy a Corvette as your main car. It wouldn't make any sense. But recently, I became interested in a revolution against aging and death, and not just for myself, but for all of you as well. I want to help you live to the potential to live healthy as long as you are alive.
So thanks for that, Kurt. So thanks for joining us, everyone. So really, when we go through this presentation, if you can take the time to think about the questions such as, you know, is this something that's important enough for you to learn? And would it really make a difference to your life?
Yeah, we live in a world where, you know, every one of us is affected by cancer. We have other chronic health issues. Katie will share with you a few ideas on things that can change that. And in the last few minutes of the presentation, I'll share with you an idea that could change your life. As the holidays approach, we're well aware that depression can really hurt everyone. And recent studies have indicated that entrepreneurship is one of the best cures for depression because it keeps people active. It keeps them doing something.
So yes, thanks. So this presentation is really about not just how to improve your health, but also how you can improve your financial situation. And you know, if you can improve your health and also be able to get products for free, what a great opportunity that is for you. And you know, Sisel can really offer that to you.
You bet. You know, and Katie is one of my business partners from the great country of Australia, and she has a background in understanding natural health products, and that's really what brought her here. She's actually participated in several natural bodybuilding contests and gives the credit over to Sisel because she overcame some life-threatening illnesses, and already she's taken home a nice income. And I know as she builds a team, she's going to help several of you build some really, really good incomes. And as she goes to that 10-star status, it's going to put a nice paycheck in her pocket. So Katie will give us some background on Sisel. She'll tell us the mission of the owners and the science behind the products. And then we'll have a couple people share their stories on how the products have changed their life, how the business has changed their finances. And really, anybody can make this work. If you're riding the right horse in a race, you're going to win. So Katie, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you, and thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. So we're going to get started here today, and for those of you that are joining us online, you'll be able to see the slides. For those who've dialed in, obviously you won't be, but you can watch the recording after we've finished, and that will be available. We'll send that out. So we'll get started here. So Sisel, the keys to a successful business. So the Mauer mission has been going on for 30 years. Tom Mauer Sr. is a biochemist. He was started in the industry as a biochemist, producing industrial products such as floor strippers, engine degreasers, really heavy-duty chemicals like that, products like that. He noticed that one day when he went home, this is over 30 years ago too, that his shampoo had the same ingredients that he was using in industry, that they were using to strip grease off floors, and he wondered what was the difference between the chemicals or the ingredients in the shampoo to the ones they were using in industry, and actually found out there was no difference. The only thing was one's tested for bacteria and the other product or ingredients in industry is not. So he was quite alarmed by that, quite shocked. He knew the potential harm that those ingredients can do because they have to suit up when he's producing them in the factory. So he started on a mission, and that was the Mauer mission, and that's been going on for over 30 years, educating, informing and empowering millions of people around the world to use products that don't have any potentially harmful ingredients, and to really look after your health and the opportunity to earn some extra income. So the Mauers have been changing the world for over 30 years. So Tom Mauer Sr. and his son Tom Mauer Jr. founded Sisel International in 2006. And together now they're on a lifelong mission, and that's the Mauer mission. And it's a passion of Tom. It's certainly a passion of mine. I met Tom when I was 26. I'm 42 now, and I really love the idea of preventative medicine, of avoiding things that can cause you harm, and so that's become a passion of mine. So I really, hopefully after listening and watching this presentation, that will become your passion as well. So we're here to build your future. So why Sisel? So you'd say, well, what's so good about Sisel? What makes Sisel unique to any other company? So Sisel has an experienced management team. So Tom Mauer Sr. and his son, and the whole team that works there, including his daughter Liesel. So Tom had a previous company, New Ways, which some of you may have known of, and that company, before it was sold in 2006, out of 12,000 network marketing companies, he took it from the very bottom to number 5. Which is absolutely incredible, and it was sold as a billion-dollar company, just extraordinary. So he really knows what he's doing. The team really know how to build a successful business, and that is now brought into Sisel. So this is just a fantastic opportunity. Sisel have a sustainable product line because they manufacture their own products. Sisel have their own manufacturing plant in Utah, and it's called Supernaturals. So they produce all their own products, which is quite unique because many companies would outsource to another manufacturer. And that means that it's sustainable because they're sourcing all their own raw ingredients. They have their own product inventions, patents on their own product. They're scientifically developed with a team of around 14 PhD scientists. And because they're sourcing all their own ingredients, the product line is sustainable. They're not relying on someone else, and that's very unique. We have equality in the compensation plan. So the compensation plan is very fair. Over 50% goes back to the distributors who share the products with others. So essentially you're getting rewarded for sharing a product that you love. I mean, how wonderful is that? And it also means that if you're introduced to the company by someone, you can actually earn more money than them. So the people who are, you could say, are above you, or who joined before you and introduced you, you can actually earn more. So that's just fantastic. It's protected by dynasty trust. So that means, so for 250 years, a company can't be broken up or sold. So we don't have to be concerned about, is Sisel going to be here next week or next year? What happens if we build a business or attract people to get our products for free? Will Sisel still be here? Most definitely. So that means that we have a financial and stable future, and it provides us with financial security. So what does Sisel stand for? So Sisel means science, innovation, success, energy, and longevity. So Sisel have a supply chain assurance. So as I mentioned before, Sisel have their own manufacturing plant. It's a 400,000 square foot sophisticated manufacturing plant. I believe it's now 450, so it's grown since this slide was produced, but state-of-the-art equipment, just absolutely phenomenal. They are the most diversified company. They have a good manufacturing practice certification and national sanitation certification, so that just means that they produce at the highest quality with rigorous testing. They ensure that their products don't contain any contaminants. The ingredients are very pure and of a high standard, so that you know you're getting consistent product quality in every batch of product they produce. So the Mauer mission is about creating health, wealth and happiness for Sisel distributors and customers worldwide. I just want to add at this point too, people feel uncomfortable about the word wealth often, but the truth is that if you're always short of money and at the end of each month, you've got no money left, you're waiting for your next paycheck, that's very stressful, and to be financially stressed all the time is not good for your health at all. So, if we can earn a little bit of extra money, that's a great opportunity. So Sisel's distributors and customers worldwide, with the most spectacular life-changing products and a fantastic opportunity for success is available for you. And it's something that's never imagined possible before, because Sisel's products are just phenomenal. And as well as that, Sisel are in over 40 countries with a seamless global compensation plan. And we're expanding into other countries all the time. So now I'm going to cover the product lines. So there really is something for everyone in Sisel. There's over 250 products in Sisel's product line, and Sisel's revolutionary industries include 6 that I'm going to cover now. So starting with the Sisel Beauty product line. So it's a $245 billion industry, the beauty industry. Women, and some men, many men say, are already spending money on skincare products and makeup on a daily basis, and that's a lot of money being spent on those sorts of products. So what it's really about is that Sisel's products we know are superior, and if you've never used them you may not know that, but you can tell that from seeing people's before and after photos, hearing testimonials, and certainly testing the products for yourself. So by testing the products and then sharing them with others, they can also have the same experience as you. And it's as simple as making a switch from the products that they're using to these products. So the makeup's completely toxin-free, so is the skincare. It's not tested on animals. It's scientifically advanced. So it's just a fantastic range of products. So it's really just getting people to make a switch from the products they're using. So that's the beauty industry. And I also add here that women will spend more on beauty than they will on nutritional products. So then the next range of products is the Sisel Longevity. So that's a $35 billion industry. So, people, it's likely that your neighbor or, someone in your family is already using a nutritional supplement that they believe is helping them to support their health. Sisel's Longevity range is absolutely phenomenal. It's state-of-the-art. We have our Triangle of Life products and the flagship product TSX, Telomere Support Extreme. I mean, just jump online, go to YouTube and search telomeres, and you will just find so much information that will just blow you away about what is possible with that. I love these line of products, particularly so seeing my father in a nursing home when he was 52 or 53 years old. He had early onset dementia and he was sitting in there with 80-year-olds. And for me that was really a turning point in my life, and I wanted to find out what can I do to reverse the effects of aging, because many of the diseases and illnesses we occur are a result of the aging process. So the next line of products that they produce is the Sisel Life. These are products that people use on a daily basis. This includes your shampoo, your bubble bath, your hand wash, detergent, stuff like that. So common products that are found in every household. And they say that the bathroom is potentially the most harmful room in the house, the most dangerous room. Why is that? It's because if you check your products and you're purchasing products that are commonly found in supermarket shelves or convenience stores, you'll find that there's a whole list of carcinogenic ingredients which are potentially harmful to your body. So over time, these can build up in the body and can cause problems. So if we can make a switch from using these products to Sisel safe products, then that's just a great option for your health. And so by sharing some information with someone, educating them about that, and making an offer for them to switch their products, then that's another way to get people using Sisel. So this industry is a $120 billion industry. So the next industry is the coffee industry. So Sisel Cafe industry. Sisel declare their coffee to be the world's healthiest coffee. So why is that? It's because Sisel produced their coffee in a very unique way, and some of you may not know, but there's a byproduct produced from roasting coffee beans called acrylamide. And in the state of California, when you go into a Starbucks cafe, they have to warn people that this is a carcinogen when they're purchasing their coffee. That's not done in other countries or in Australia, but it is present in coffees that are done through traditional roasting of beans. So Sisel roast their beans using an infrared process, and that way there is no nasty byproduct, there's no acrylamide, as well as just the highest quality ingredients and extra stuff that's been put into their coffee to give you really great health benefits. They also produce the Fire and Ice tea, which is a cold tea and is a great replacement for sodas, Coca-Cola energy drinks. It's high in B vitamins and C, fantastic alternative to your Barocca, and it's got 100 milligrams of buffered caffeine, so it's a great pickup. It's a thermogenic tea, and it's also one of my favorite products. They also have the Sencha green tea, so that makes up the Sisel Cafe range. The coffee industry is a $100 billion industry. You can build a business alone just on these products because everybody is drinking coffee. Give them a sample, explain to them the health benefits, and it could be really as easy as, you know, getting them to put their first order in and making a switch. So then the next industry is the weight loss industry. Sisel have a range of products called Sisel Trim, and the weight loss industry is a $135 billion industry. Everybody wants to lose weight or at least maintain their weight, and nothing can replace a healthy diet. I'm a massive advocate for eating well. That being said, people are always looking for something that they can supplement their meal with. If you're in a hurry and you want an alternative to making dinner or a lunch, you can have a Sisel Lean Shake, and so that's going to assist you in maintaining and losing weight. These are a great range of products. I've tested them thoroughly. I've used them before competitions. I use them on a daily basis, absolutely love them. So, you know, if you can demonstrate to someone how these products are superior to the ones they're using, and most people are really using a shake, you'll find if you probably ask them. So this is a great option to make a switch. And then finally in the range we've got the water filter. So Supra H2 water filter, absolutely love this water filter. So the water filter industry is a $100 billion industry, and this is going to grow significantly because the world's water supply is just getting more and more polluted. I mean, tap water is found to have you know, small amounts of pharmaceutical medicines that are in there. You also have carcinogens, mutagens, heavy metals. You've got chlorine in there, fluoride, and you know, water just tastes so much better when you remove all of those nasty ingredients in water that we really just don't want in there. This water filter does an excellent job at removing those harmful or potentially harmful ingredients, and as well as that, it infuses the water with what's called diatomic hydrogen, and that's gas particles that go into the water, and diatomic hydrogen has massive therapeutic benefits to the body, and you can find that out for yourself by going to pubmed.gov and searching diatomic hydrogen. You'll find numerous studies on the benefits that that can bring to your health. And so now we're moving into the middle part of our presentation, so don't just take our word for it. We've got a couple of product testimonials to share, and two people are going to join us today. So I'll let Kurt, if you want to introduce our first testimonial.
You bet. Well, Lisa, she comes to us from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Lisa's got some great testimonials on how it helped with her cholesterol. So, Lisa, if you want to hit *6.
Hi, Kurt.
Hey, Lisa. Welcome to the call.
How are you?
You want to share with everybody exactly what you noticed after using these products?
Sure. I started on the Sisel products about a year ago, November of 2015, and actually just got on them not for any specific reason other than to try and be proactive about my health and become healthier. I seemed to be plagued for years and years and years with chronic sinus infections and such, and so really my goal was I was getting back into running, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to be taking care of myself and just be healthier in general. And after almost 4 months on the product, I was on Fucoidan, Eternity, Brain Vitality, Encompass, Renovator. Anyway, I went in to the doctor for my annual physical, and they did my blood work for it and my cholesterol. And I had always had family history of high cholesterol, and had high cholesterol myself to the point where they were watching it to monitor me to see, geez, we want to wait as long as we can to put you on something to watch it. But I was hitting that mark where I'm borderline having to go on some kind of meds for high cholesterol. So did all my blood work, came back, and something I wasn't expecting and wasn't looking at when I started on these products was a change in my cholesterol profile, which I got a call from my doctor a couple weeks after my physical saying, have you gotten your letter showing your cholesterol results? And I said, no, it's probably in the mail. And, I thought, oh, great, she's going to tell me I need to get on something, which I really did not want to. And she said, well, you're not even at risk anymore. She said, I don't know what you're doing. Did you start exercising again? I said, unfortunately, I haven't. I am going to start running again, but I did start on some nutraceuticals, and that's the only thing I've done differently. My diet wasn't different, which I shouldn't admit, but it's true. The only thing different was the Sisel products I was on, and I had a total cholesterol of 240 when I went in. When I got the results back, my cholesterol was down to 208, but the biggest difference was my LDL went from 158 to 119. My HDL, which is your good cholesterol, went from 65 to 79. So I gained points in that. And then triglycerides, which are precursors for diabetes, went from 105 to 48. And she was absolutely shocked.
Wow.
She said, you're not even at risk anymore. She said, so whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And when you come back in another year to be tested again, it'll be interesting to see where your results are at. Well, I just went in again a couple months ago for my last annual, and I'm down another 35 points. So,
Holy wow.
I did start running again as well, but she's absolutely dumbfounded, and to the point where she said, do you want to make an appointment with me? It's a younger doctor. I absolutely love her because she's not into a lot of prescription products like many doctors are, and she wanted to know, what are you doing? She's a runner herself, and she said, I need to know what you're doing to see these kind of results. So
fantastic.
It really has made a major difference. I mean, just the fact that I don't have to go on a statin or anything else is huge to me. And I started running again, and typically I have shin splints for a few weeks and sore hips, and I was complaining to Doc Fizz saying, yeah, I wake up in the morning, I turn over, and I feel like I'm 90 years old, like, oh, man, I'm sore, this hurts, that hurts. And when I had added Renovator to my supplement regime, that stopped. So I have no more aches and pains. I'm running. I started drinking the Fire and Ice Tea about a half hour before my run, and clocked about 6 to 8 minutes off my run. And it's just been going uphill from there. I mean, nothing but fantastic results. I mean, I'm ecstatic with these products.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. That's wonderful. So, Margot, I'm wondering if you're on the call, if you could star 6 and unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm on the call, Katie.
Oh, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Good, great.
So you asked me to just a testimony on or speak about the business side, and
how you feel about
that. Yeah, I love that it's a network marketing company. I love networking. I think all of us always every day in some form or other we network with people. And as you've said so much on this call, it is about stopping using the products that you've got, which in most cases are toxic and damaging, and switching to Sisel products that are safe and fantastic, as we just heard from that great testimony, and sharing with others. And it's in that sharing with others and helping them to do the same, and helping them to get their products for free, that you find your life just gets better, because you see the changes in other people's lives and in their finances, and it's that networking that I love in this. And I get my products for free. I get my my husband and I, we get all our products for free, so that's taken down our, I don't have to buy shampoos or any of those anymore. So even the weekly shopping bill has gone way down because we're not having to purchase any of our what we normally would have got. And also, I used to be someone who always was on on some, multivitamin or whatever. And also, all of that's for free. So to help others achieve the same with phenomenal products and help them to share that, and you will find that your life just gets better and what you earn keeps growing just because you're helping others achieve the same. And that's what I love about it.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for sharing
Margaret.
that. That's awesome. So, yeah, thank you. So every week we're going to be bringing people on the call, sharing real stories, and you'll be able to hear their experiences. And we'll be continuing to give you an overview of the company, the products, and our mission. So now I want to introduce you to Kurt, and he's been in the health field for over 30 years. And he was trained as a chiropractor about 20 years ago, but then he branched out into age reversal medicine. And at that time, he thought, oh, this is a great industry, and it's the fastest growing branch in medicine. And he has a great understanding of the products, so anyone who's interested in getting in touch with him, please do so. And so he's going to give us an idea of what sort of rewards you can gain from simply sharing the products with others. We don't have to sell anything. It's just really finding other people that want to get products for free or even earn some extra income or replace their income. So, Doc, I'm going to hand the mic over to you.
Well, thanks, Katie, and thanks, Lisa and Margot, for sharing your stories. Life has a way of just throwing kind of curveballs at us. Think about it. When we were kids, we dreamed about having that best in life, and life seems to get in the way. The sports car turns into a minivan, the nice house turns into a modest home with a small backyard, those really fun annual vacations turn into short weekend trips, the private school that you want to send your kids to just doesn't happen. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's how I grew up. That's probably how most of us grew up, and I feel I turned out okay. But it really wasn't that dream that you had. So not that long ago, my dad and I, we were out hunting. We liked to hunt, and I was sharing with him that I was worried about, does he have enough money to retire? Does he and my mom have enough money? And Dad, he kind of laughed and chuckled. He looked at me. He said, oh, man. He said, we have enough money to live forever. And I think about that. I mean, think about it yourself. Do you have enough money that you could live forever if you happen to live that long? And I certainly don't, unless I learn to live on very little. And I really want to learn to live. I want to live to be 100 years of age. I want to be healthy. I want to travel until the day I'm gone. And most people up here in the States, they haven't made it past 8 states. I've been in 12 countries. I've been in 3 continents. I've been in 49 states. And I want to be able to do that forever. I don't want to just run out of money. I don't need to be rich. I just want to have enough that I can do what I wanted to do. So earlier, I was talking about how depression can be avoided if you stay mentally active. Neurogenesis is something that I talk about, and I won't get into that now. But, I'm going to talk about some things that you need. And every day I talk to people, and they say, oh, no, this is about selling stuff. I don't like selling. Well, let me say this, that I know from being a doctor, most of you really don't like doing what you're doing as your job. Stats say that it's actually over 80% of the population. So if you already don't like what you're doing, why not take a look at something like this that may not be exactly what you're looking for, but it might be a more rewarding way of getting something every day. So when I present this to somebody, I try to present it in a way that makes sense. I want to have what do I have to do, how often do I have to do it, and how much are you going to pay me to do it? So in answer to those questions, like we said, first, your job isn't selling anything. Yeah, you can get paid if you sell products, and as you see, you get paid if you sell some, but that's not the important part. The majority of your compensation, your money, will come from locating other people just like us who want to prevent health issues. They want to develop a second line of income, one that can be made while they're enjoying life. And that's where I'll spend most of my time for the next few minutes. I'm not getting into detail, And if it makes sense to you, if it interests you, get back to the person who brought you here. And like Katie said, Sisel offers products in 7 different product category lines. We give you opportunity to help others. You decide what you want to talk about. Or you can talk about one, you can talk about them all. And then your real job is to be able to find out what interests them and make it make sense to them. And you'll not have to learn the details of the product or the business. Just get them in touch with somebody in your group, somebody like Katie or myself. And find those people that have curiosity, get them on the phone with one of us. That's what you get paid to do. So if that makes sense, then let the system do the work. The next question people ask is, well, how often do I have to do that? Well, the answer is simple. If you want to make a replacement income and you want to do it rather quickly, then what you want to do is present this to more people over a short period of time. If you're not looking at building something that is going to be a big business, just something where you want to earn a little bit of products for compensation, then you can do it a little bit slower. But just remember, if you're doing it slowly, the people you bring on board, they're going to be doing it slowly too. So I'm just saying that. So personally, my goal is every week I try and find 2 people that'll get on presentations like this with me. Some weeks I have to talk to 10 or more people just to find my 2. Other weeks I only have to talk to 2, and I have my 2. And so it really depends on who I'm talking to. It depends on your credibility. It depends on your audience. So we'll do our best to create a story that will bring curiosity to your guests. And it might take us a while to do that, but will it be worth it? You bet. So I was just saying that if people want to get started with the business side of it too, we get paid the next day on that too, and that's really unheard of in this industry. But some people are just barely scraping by. This company was owned by a billionaire, and he really built the company using his own money, so it's 100% debt-free, and it's been that way. And we don't have to worry about does he have enough money to make the paycheck. We've got that kind of money. And so we can pay out every day, and the checks have never been late. So you make 20% of the purchases that your customers and your business partners make. And you make 20% for life for those customers every time they make a purchase. That can be huge if you're really good at bringing in new people. But hang on to your seats, because the compensation for helping others actually is bigger than that. Not only do we get paid for our own work, but we get paid to help others build this business as well. So in traditional business, you don't share all your secrets with the guy in the cubicle next to you, because you don't want him to take your next promotion. So here I get paid to help Katie. If Katie moves up the ladder and she starts making a huge income, I actually make more money. So I'm going to encourage her to pass me by. I want her to make more money than I do. I get paid a bonus for that. If Margot makes an income that's bigger than mine, I get paid a bonus for that. And I get paid matching bonuses. So it's really, really good. I mean, this thing is real, folks. And not only get paid for our own work, but we get paid for the work for those people that we personally bring in. So I'm going to teach you how to do what we do. And the compensation for that is really good. You want to create happy, healthy customers, and you get paid matching bonuses for that. But we also get paid for our own rank advancements, too. So as you go out and you build, and you get paid royalties for doing well. I haven't made a car payment in 4 years, and I've driven a brand new car about every 18 months. I trade in and get something new. And I don't have to drive a pink Cadillac or something they tell me to get. I get to pick out a car of my choice. We can earn up to $1,500 per month toward a new car. Plus, then I've gone on trips to Europe. I've gone to Mexico. In a couple of months, I get to leave the cold weather of North Dakota, and where there's snow and it's 20 below zero, and I get to get on a cruise ship. Not just a cruise ship, but the second largest, and that's all paid for. And so you can have all this as well. I know that you guys can do it. Anybody that's on the call, on the recording, some of you on the call have the experience to make it happen, to be very, very wealthy. Most small companies fail in 3 years. Our company's 10 years old. We're rock solid, yet the opportunity is wide open right there in your own backyard. So what does it cost to get started? $30. $30 to get started in a business that can provide all this for you and make you healthy at the same time. And then you have a small monthly overhead just to stay in business. And that overhead is buying products like Margot and Lisa were talking about. After all, I mean, you really can't have a hot dog stand if you don't have buns or wieners. And so if you want to build a large sizzle business, then your overhead is $300 a month. If you want to build a small sizzle business, your overhead is $50. Anything in between there, you can build a business. And what I found is that if you invest in your future, you're going to get rewarded for your future. So the overhead just goes toward the purchase of the products that we've been talking about. They'll change your life, I guarantee it. And I have trouble just trying to figure out what I'm going to buy each month, and because there's so many things that I like to use. So Katie, back to you.
Thanks, Kurt. So some of you watching this or listening to this may only be interested in trying the products, and that's fine. And that's a really great thing to do because you're going to get great health benefits from that. And others ultimately want to earn extra money and have an income or just get their products for free. So we're here to help. Your upline's there to help you so you can get back in touch with them and get back in touch with the person who brought you here today.